Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss question paper based on electrostatics. Okay, so in this the questions from capacitance is also given, so combined unit is electrostatics. Okay, so question number 1 is two capacitors of capacity C1 and C2 are connected in series and potential difference V is applied across it. Then the potential difference across C1 is, so actually they have given two capacitor of capacitance C1 and C2. Potential difference is V, this is C1 and C2. So they are asking the potential drop across this. So this I will consider as V1. Okay. Now as we know that in series combination charge is same on both the capacitors, then what we can say, Q is equals to C into V. So from this we can say charge is same, then we can say V is inversely proportional to C. V is inversely proportional to C, charge is same. So V is inversely proportional to C, then what we can say, V1 will be equals to C2 divided by C1 plus C2 into V. Clear? C2 into V divided by C1 plus C2. Because in the series combination charge will be same, so potential drop is inversely proportional to V. We can write on as V1 is to V2 will be equals to 1 by C1 is to 1 by C2, means C2 is to C1. This is V1 is to V2. From this we can say V1 will be equals to C2 divided by total is C1 plus C2 multiplied by the quantity that we have to distribute, that is V. So directly also we can write down the result. Okay. Question number 2. An infinite number of electric charges each equals to 9 nanocoulomb magnitude are placed along x-axis at x equals to 1, x equals to 2, like this. Okay. So infinite number of charges are placed along x-axis. Magnitude is 9 nanocoulomb. In the setup, if consecutive charges are of opposite nature, means the nature of the charges is opposite. Okay. Then the electric field at x equals to 0. So they are asking the electric field at this point. This is x equals to 0. At x equals to 1, we can consider the charge of plus 9 nanocoulomb. Plus 9 nanocoulomb. After that, at x equals to 2, the charge is minus 5 nanocoulomb. X equals to 2. Similarly, at x equals to 3, the charge will be plus 5 nanocoulomb. Again, x equals to 4, the charge is minus 5 nanocoulomb. Like this way till infinity. It will go on. Okay. So they are asking the electric field at this point O. Now as we know that due to positive charges electric field is away, due to negative charges electric field is towards that one. So we can say that electric field due to this charge will be E1, for this charge it will be E2, that will be in this direction E2, E3 will be along this direction E3, similarly E4 will be along this direction. So what we can say, E1, E2, then E1, E3, then E5, E7 will be along negative x-axis, E2, E4, E6, these will be towards positive x-axis. So we can say that E net we can write down as E net will be equals to this, if you write down K electric field due to point charge is given by KQ by R square. Electric field due to point charge is KQ by R square. So if you consider this Q is how much? 5 nanocoulomb. Nanocoulomb means 10 to the power minus 9. So this we can write down as 5 into 10 to the power minus 9 KQ1 by R square. So for this case R is 1. So 1 square. For this electric field is in this direction. So I will write down with minus sign. So minus K 5 into 10 to the power minus 9 divided by Q is this R square. R is what? 2 square, like this way. Clear? Or what we can say, just to simplify, charge I will take Q and at last we will replace the values. Okay. So this you can write down as KQ by 1 square minus KQ by 2 square plus KQ by 3 square minus KQ by 4 square, like this way it will go on. Clear? So from this what we can say, E net we can write down as we will add these terms I will take together, KQ by 1 square. So KQ I will take common, then this term will be equals to KQ I will take common, then what term you will get? KQ. So you will get 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square, like this way it will go on. Okay, minus k cube, what you will get here, 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 4 square, like this way it will go on. Clear? So now we have to solve this term. So these terms, infinite terms are there. Okay, how many terms are there? Infinite. So we have to solve this. So see how to solve. So we can write down this term as distances are given in, what are the distances? Distances are given in centimeters. Okay, so actually this will be 1 into 10 to the power minus 2, 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 square, because these are given in centimeters. Similarly 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 square, like this. 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 square, 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 square, like this way it will go on. Okay, so from here what I will do, I will take 10 to the power minus 4 as common. Here also 10 to the power minus 4 as common. Clear? So from this, after solving this, what results we will get? Value of k is 9 into 10 to the power 9. So at last we will replace. So this value we can write on as so E net will be equals to, E net we can write on as the value of q is 5. So now if you replace the value of q, it will become k into q. K is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into q is 5 into 10 to the power 9 divided by 10 to the power minus 4, like this way. Okay, with minus sign. Same term, 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 9 divided by 10 to the power minus 4, and same terms you will get like this. Whatever the terms we are getting, we can write down. Now after solving this, what answer you will get? This we can write down as 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16, and this will become 1 by 1 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 25. Okay, so you will get as 45 into 10 to the power 4 summation, you will get 1 by 1 minus 1 by 16. So what answer you will get? Minus 45 into 10 to the power 4 divided by 2 square. 2 I will take common, 2 is taken common from that. So what you will get? 1 minus 1 by 4 square plus 1 by 16 square, and so on. So after solving this, final answer I am writing down. We can solve this one. So this will be equals to 48 into 10 to the power 4 minus 12 into 10 to the power 4. Clear? So answer is 36 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per Coulomb. Okay. So in this calculative part is there actually. So we can divide the term, we can distribute the terms, and we can use the infinite summation of infinite GP. So summation of infinite terms of GP is given by A by 1 minus R. This is the summation of infinite terms of GP. Summation of infinite terms in GP. GP means geometrical progression. So this formula you have to remember, A by 1 minus R, where R is the common ratio, A is the first term. Clear? Now we will move on to question number 3. So question number 3 is, an infinite number of charges, each of charge 1 coulomb, sorry, in question number 2, See that you can correct, only calculated part will be there. They have placed the charges at x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 4, not x equals to 3 and x equals to 5. At odd number of places they have not placed the charges. Okay, so if you means only that correction you can make and you will get the answer. Okay, now question number 3, an infinite number of charges each of charge 1 microcoulomb are placed on the x-axis with the coordinate axis x equals to 1 to like this way. So infinite number of charges are placed at x equals to 1 to 4. So x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 4, x equals to 1, x equals to 2, then x equals to 4, then x equals to 8 till infinity. What is the charge? 1 microcoulomb. 1 microcoulomb is placed. 1 microcoulomb like this. Okay. What is the net force acting on the charge placed at origin? So they are asking the net force acting on the charge particle placed at the origin. Okay. So see, this question and the previous question is similar. So here also the charge particles are placed at x equals to 1, 2, 4, 8. In previous question also 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay. So if that that question I have taken wrong. Otherwise the concept was correct. So what you have to do? Now you see this question, based on this you can solve the previous one also. Okay. So if you write down, they are asking the net force acting on this. So due to this charge, force will act along this direction. All the charges are positive, so the forces will act in same direction. So F net we can write down as F net will be equals to F1 plus F2 plus F3. As all the vectors are in same direction, directly we can add them. Okay. So F1 will be equals to K Q1 Q2 by, so K Q1 Q2, so I will take it as 1 microcoulomb Q, and this is also Q I will consider. At last we will replace the value, so this will become KQ square by K Q1 Q2 by R square, 1 square plus KQ square by 2 square plus KQ square by 4 square and so on. Clear? So if you take KQ square as common, then what you will get? 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 4 square, like this way it will go on. Now again if you see this term again it is a GP, where the common ratio is 1 by 4. So common ratio here is how much? 1 by 4, because common ratio means second term divided by first term. Okay. So based on the same concept you can solve the previous question also, only some calculation mistake is there. Okay. So what you will get? KQ square. So these, how many terms are there? Infinite terms are there. Clear? So we can write down it as, what is the summation of infinite terms of GP? A by 1 minus R. So what is A? A is 1. So A by 1 minus R. What is R? 1 by 4. So what you will get? KQ square. This will become 1 by 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. So if you solve this, what answer you will get? KQ square into 4 by 3. Now put the values. What is the value of K? 9 into 10 to the power 9. Or directly 1 by 4 by epsilon naught they have given as 10 to the power 10. No, that was the next one. So it is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Q square is microcoulomb. So 1 into 1 is 1 into microcoulomb is, this will become 10 to the power minus 12 into 4 by 3. So this will become 12 into so KQ square into 4 by 3. So how much it will become? 9 into the force acting on 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Clear? So just wait, I will check this. Options are not matching. So here the charge, how much they have placed? 1 coulomb only. So this will be equals to how much? Minus 6 only. So this is, here charge is 1 coulomb, not 1 microcoulomb. Okay. So what you can replace here? This will be equals to, so this power will be minus 6. This will be 3. So answer is 12000 Newton. Okay. Because here the charge given is 1 coulomb, not 1 microcoulomb. Clear? So magnitude is same, but the means what we can say, here it is 1 microcoulomb. 1 microcoulomb means 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and this one is 1 coulomb itself. Okay, so here I will write down it as, so here I will write down q1 into q2. So q1 into q2, q1 into q2, this one is also q1 into q2, and so on, q1 into q2. Okay, q1 into q2, here also q1 into q2, q1 into q2, q1 into q2. Now you, after replacing this, q1 into q2, q1 into q2, clear? So q1 is 1 coulomb, q2 is 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. By this you will get the answer. Okay, now question number 4th. In a rectangle shown below, the two corners have the charge. So charge on the two corners is given as, here the charge is minus 5 microcoulomb and q2 is 2 microcoulomb. This is q2, this is q1, this is q2, and here charge is given as 2 microcoulomb. Clear? The work done in moving a charge of 3 microcoulomb from B to A. So this is the vertex A, this is the B. So we have to move a charge of plus 3 microcoulomb from this point to this point. Okay, so work done is given by, work done we can write on as U final minus U initial. Okay, so final potential energy means when the charge particle will reach to the point A. So the distances are given, this distance is given as 15 centimeter and this one is given as 5 centimeter. So final potential energy when the charge particle is here, when the charge particle of charge 3 microcoulomb, charge is given as 3 microcoulomb is reached to the point A, then due to this and due to this it will have some potential energy. Okay, so this will be equals to, we can write down it as, and see final potential energy of these two will be similar to the initial potential energy, so this I will not write down. Okay, actually we have to write down the total potential energy of the system, means potential energy of q1 and this, q2 and this, and q1 and q2. But when you will write down the initial potential energy, then potential energy of q1 and q2 you will write down, so that will cancel out. Okay, so final I will write down as k into q1, q1 is minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 q1 into q2, that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by r. Potential energy is given by k q1 q2 by r. Clear? So this distance is 15 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus, due to this it is k q1, q1 is 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into q2 is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by r. So r is how much? 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. This is u final. Now what u initial is? U initial is when the charge particle is here, this charge particle is here, then it will be k minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 k q1 into q2 is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 into r. So this distance is how much? 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus k q2. What is q2? Or means q1. q1 is 2 into 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by, this distance is 15. So 15 into 10 to the power minus 2. So work done will be u final minus u initial. So after solving this, so we can say work done will be equals to, after solving these two equations you will get as 2.8 joules. So answer is 2.8 joules. Okay. Now next one is question number 5. A statement based question. The electric field due to a dipole on the axial line at a distance r is E. The electric field due to the same dipole on the equatorial line and the same distance will be E by 2. Okay, so that is correct statement. As we know, question number 5. if this is a dipole, so on the axial line electric field is given by 2 kp by r cube. Electric field is given by 2 kp by r cube. On the equatorial line electric field is given by kp by r cube. On the equatorial line electric field is given by kp by r cube. Clear? So one thing is clear, if here the electric field is E, then here it is E by 2. So first statement is correct. Electric field due to dipole varies as the square of distance. As directly we can say electric field is varying as 1 by r cube, not r square. So second statement is wrong. Now question number 6. A parallel plate capacitor of plate area A and the plate separation D is charged to the potential of V. So the potential here is V. Charged to the potential of V. Plate area is given as A and that separation between the plates is D. And then disconnected. Then the battery is disconnected. Okay. So what is the charge here? Charge we can write down as Q equals to C into V. So Q will be equals to C into V and here minus CV. Okay. This I will consider positive. This is negative. A slab of dielectric constant K is inserted between the plates of the capacitor so as to fill the space between the plates. If Q, E and W denote respectively the magnitude of charge on the each plate, the electric field between the plates and the work done on the system in the question in the process of inserting the slab, then the incorrect statement they are asking. Okay. So E is the electric field after inserting dielectric. Okay, so if you insert the dielectric, when the dielectric material of dielectric constant K is inserted, okay, then we know that what will happen, electric field will be reduced by K times. Electric field will be reduced by K times. So previously electric field was E or E naught was V by D. So now it will be E will be equals to V by K into D. Charge will remain same, see, because battery is disconnected, and so by the charge conservation we can say that charge will remain same. So initial charge is Q is given by C into V. So C is epsilon naught A by D into V. Clear? So we can say that here also the charge will remain same. So Q will be equals to epsilon naught A into V by D. So when the battery is disconnected, remember this thing, by the charge conservation we can say that charge will remain same. Okay. Because if you write down Q dash will be what? C dash into V. C dash will be equals to K times of C. Okay. Now work done. Work done means initial final potential energy minus initial potential energy. So if you write down final potential energy is Q square by 2C. Okay, so Q square you can write down as Q square by 2 into C dash. So Q square is epsilon naught square A square V square by D square Q square by 2 into C. So 2 into C is how much? C dash. C dash is K into C. C is epsilon naught A by D. So what answer you will get? From this epsilon naught 1 will cancel out, A will cancel out, okay. 1 D will also cancel out. So this will become epsilon naught A into V square divided by 2K into D. 2K into D. And initial potential energy, if you write down initial potential energy is Q square by 2C. So Q is same epsilon naught square A square V by V square divided by D square into C is epsilon naught A by D. Okay. So this will be equals to how much? Q square by 2C. So 2 into C. So in this case, if you solve this, what answer we will get? A and A will cancel out. 1 D will cancel out. Epsilon naught, 1 epsilon naught will cancel out. So this will be equals to epsilon naught A V square divided by 2D. So if you subtract this thing, so one thing is clear, third option will be wrong, okay, because third option they have given final potential energy, but the answer will be final minus initial. So what we can say, option number third is incorrect, option number fourth will be correct. Now question number 7th. So in question number 7th, a parallel plate A capacitor has the capacitance of 100 microfarad. So capacitance is given as 100 microfarad. Okay. The plates are at a distance d. The plates are at a distance d apart. If the slab of thickness t less than d, so we are putting a slab of thickness t less than d. The value of t is less than d. Okay, this is d. So this is t. T is less than d. And the dielectric constant 5. So the dielectric constant is given as 5. The value of k is 5. Okay. Between the parallel plates, then the capacitance will be. So see this thing, if it is fully filled with the dielectric material, then the capacitance will become 5 times of this. But it is the value of t is less than d. So we can say that answer will be less than 500, but will be more than 100. Because when you insert any dielectric material between the plates of capacitor, capacitance will increase. So what we can say, answer will be less than 500, but it will be more than 200. Now we have to check the options. Okay. So if you check the options, option number 2 is correct, because in option number 2, answer is given as 200 microfarad. That is greater than 100 but less than 500. If total it is fully filled with the dielectric material, then the answer is 500. Okay. Now question number 8. As in the figure shown, the capacitor C is charged by connecting it with the resistance R, then the energy is given by the battery will be. See, this is R and this is V. Okay, now this capacitor is charged. Okay, so if you consider finally what will happen, what is the energy stored in capacitor? Energy stored in capacitor we can write on as half C into V square. So battery is supplying the energy and the energy gained by the capacitor is half CV square, and some of the energy will be dissipated in the resistor. So what we can say, energy supplied by the battery will be more than half C into V square. Clear? More than half C V square, because some energy will be dissipated in the resistor also. Now question number 9. It is not possible to make a spherical conductor of capacity 1 farad. It is possible for earth as its radius is 6.4 into. So if you consider for a spherical capacitor, the capacitance is given by 4 pi epsilon naught. For a spherical capacitor, capacitance is given by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. So if you check the radius, what radius they have, radius of earth is given by 6. Radius of earth is 6400 kilometer, or we can add on 6400 into 10 to the power 3 meters. Okay. So capacitance is given by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So if you want to make the capacitance of 1 microfarad, how much capacitance? 1 farad they have given. So 1 will be equals to 4 pi epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 into R. So the value of R you will get very large. So that's why it is not possible to make a capacitance of capacity 1 farad by this spherical capacitor. And second option is given as it is possible for earth as a radius. So radius of earth is less than the required radius. Okay, so that's why we can say that second statement is false, first statement is correct.